Hi everyone, T5 the Traveler here with Becky the Trekkie, and we are in Civitavecchia in Rome. This is the cruise port for Rome. It's really not in Rome proper. It's a different city right on the water. It's about like 45-minute drive or like an hour train ride to get from Rome Central, like Roman Termini station down here. MSC ship's going to be right over there, so we're actually boarding a ship tomorrow. But we thought we would take you around and show you just some of the things there are to see in the immediate port. So this is going to be one of the stops here just ahead of us where you can take that free shuttle from the ship, and they'll bring you down here and they can drop you in. There's a few different locations we've noticed that you can do that. We'll try to point those out to you. We'll show you some of the sites. I think we're going to try to push up and get to see Michelangelo's fortress up here. We got a good day for it. Join us and we'll take you around. Okay, just across the street there it's going to be a little bit breezy, and we got some sunshine blasting in our direction, but you can see the cruise ships off in the distance over there, and then they've got a beautiful fully rigged sailing vessel just right across the way. And I think what we'll do is we're just going to go ahead and push on up into the city, show you some of the historical sites and things to see and do. And who knows, maybe we'll get a slice of pizza or something a little bit later in the tour. All right, let's go. Okay, over here to the left is going to be the Coast Guard building, and they do have a little outdoor Italian cafeteria style bar. We have noticed that if it says bar, it doesn't necessarily mean alcohol here.
Right.
It could just be like coffee bar or something like that. For sure.
Yeah.
There's a couple of private boats and yachts over here. We're seeing a couple of naval vessels, and then the Coast Guard building is just right there to the left. You can see some of the original fortifications over to the right. You can go up and you know, if you want to touch the building, you can do it. They built that one back in the 1500s, and we noticed that the doors on this one over here are very similar to the doors at Old San Juan. So we're thinking that time frame, you know, the early 1500s type of architecture and things. And you can see some of the original battlements where the old port city was over here to the left, with some of those stone walls and those bigger block corner pieces. And they're doing a little bit of restoration. The plants work their way in there and in all the cracks, and then before you know it, you're losing a few of the blocks. So I think
it's really cool to just look at this though.
Oh, it is very cool. I mean, just really gorgeous architecture, and we haven't noticed a whole lot of security. Nobody really hassles you down here. It's very safe. We're very comfortable. So we're just gonna push on up and get out of this early port entry area, and we'll take you on the tour. All right, just past the security tower. If you're on foot, you can totally walk right there. Otherwise, you got to take some of these shuttles, and there you can see taxis and shuttles are over there. They do have a McDonald's. It's just right here to the left. If you want to just pop out and get a McDonald's, you can do it. They've got some shopping. There's an Emporium right there on that side, and then over to the right-hand side, you're going to have like Charlie O's. We're seeing there was like some steak. A little steak joint over there that smelled pretty good. We were walking by there earlier. They got a little mini market souvenir shop over there, and it looks like all you can eat $16.90 at Rotonda up there. So if you just want to get some food off the ship, $16.90 just right here off of the cruise port. Okay, I think we're going to head over up to the left and see what there is to see. Okay, first stop, McDonald's. It's right here. If you want to bop on in, you can do it. Let's just poke on in and just see what the McDonald's looks like. Just out of curiosity, I'm seeing a different menu items. They've got macaroons over here. We got a little brownies. Wow, $2.50. $1.50 donuts. Okay, we don't have this at our McDonald's. Look at the full cappuccino bar over here. So this is interesting. I think the McDonald's in the States could learn something from Civitavecchia McDonald's. Look at the macaroons and everything. $2.50. $3 for a slice of cheesecake. Very interesting. Espresso is $1. Espresso macchiato is $1. I think we got to get us an espresso. What do you think, Becky? Might as well go for it. Okay, we're gonna have a little espresso. We're probably gonna skip the chicken nuggets. We're gonna do a little bit of a pizza review and that sort of thing later in the day. But I think we're gonna coffee up and carry on. We might be able to order right over here at the kiosk. Okay, so they're grinding the beans and they're gonna make the cappuccino fresh right here at the cappuccino machine at McDonald's for $1.40. Wow. Unbelievable. at home, we're lucky if we can get the coffee full in the big 18-gallon jug, and then it's like sat there if it is. So man, that smells good. I gotta say, bop on in for a $1.40 cappuccino at McDonald's if you're here in Civitavecchia. It's right by the port. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I don't know about that bacon trying to walk around on something we haven't had before, but who knows? I mean, wow. Okay, I gotta say, this is the second most impressive McDonald's we've seen. We did do a tour of the world's largest McDonald's. It's in Orlando. That video is out there on the channel, so check that one out. They got a full arcade, so that's a pretty sweet one, and we'll get those coffees. All right. Okay, coming out of McDonald's, that was a great little cappuccino there for $1.40.
It was.
Best coffee I ever had in a McDonald's. So anyway, we'll carry on. They did not have a bathroom in there, so if you think you can go into the bathroom, they don't have that one. Also strange, but hey.
It is definitely strange not to see, McDonald's.
Probably because they don't want a million people walking off the street trying to use the bathroom, but hey, I get that, so very interesting. All right, so over to the right, we've got more shopping, and then this kind of brings you into a little of the central old downtown area. You can kind of walk around, hit some of the shops. They've got an outlet mall up here just across the street, kitty corner. If you're looking for some kids toys or something like that, they've got them right over here. Books, little motorcycles galore. They've got some outdoor seating. This is going to be Mastro. Let's just look in and see the pizzas. Okie dokie, looking pretty good. I think we're going to go to the other one over by the hotel, but they do have several spots. I think you can get a burger in there and a sandwich as well if you want to do that. That's going to be right there. Solari's looks like they're having a 50% off sale. And then if you want to get some train tickets, they do have these little tobacco stores. It's basically like a little cigarette shop and stuff. You can get cigars and smokes and stuff like that, but you can buy your train tickets and other types of tickets are in those shops as well. All right, let's push across the street. I see the CC bar, and then there's spaghettis over there, but they don't serve spaghetti. I think they cut your hair, so we're gonna go check that out too. All right, made our way across that very busy street. There's the outlet. If you were looking for Nuvi RV, there you can get some tennis shoes and stuff like that in there. If you're looking for a watch, you can get it right over here. They've got some jewelry as well. I think watches are a big thing. We see a lot of them, a lot of watch advertisements and stuff like that on the billboards and things. Over here, there's that spaghettis that I was talking about just across the way. That is actually a barber shop. So if you're looking for spaghetti, not on that one. If you get a shampoo and a haircut right in there for 15 bucks. Very interesting. All right, got a nice day for it. Over here we've got a couple of more shops. If you're looking for like some higher end sunglasses and things like that, you can do it. They've got some fashion outlets right over here, and I think this is just kind of like a little like dollar store, and they've got like little kids toys and stuff like that. Almost looks like buffet, but it's not. And that's another one. So if you think it's a buffet, nope, it's not. It's a store, children's toy store. Very cool. If you're looking for a few statues, they've got a big Roman bronze out here. You can see the SPOR with the she-wolf up there at the top with Romulus and Remus. And then it looks like you've got some people wrestling or holding her up. I'm not sure exactly, but that's the Civitavecchia statue right there over here next to the sanctuary of SS Concisi. Very beautiful. All right, just past that, if you're looking for a different type of pizza pie, you can get a margarita pizza right here, $9.50. That's at De Buffoni, and it's a restaurant, pizza, and bar, and they make them fresh right in there. And I'm seeing some seafood down at the bottom, so if you're looking for a little bit of seafood as well, and prices aren't bad. 10, 11, 13 bucks, really $23 on the high-end items on the menu, so not too bad at all. And then they've got another restaurant pizza bar over here to the left, and we'll just walk around and show you some of the things to see. Hello. Hey, how you guys doing?
Hi. Have a good day.
The Restaurante Bar Pizzeria, they got a special running $12 with the 330 milliliter Coca-Cola and a little personal pan margarita. Looks pretty good. Boy, you know, you can just eat and eat when you're in these cities like this. You always want to try all the foods. So we'll push on up. They got a little mini mart souvenir shop out here. You'll see a lot of outdoor seating. Just be aware that they do charge you for the table. Might get like a €2 or €3 charge for the table if you want to sit out there. If you just want to grab and go something, just tell them you want it Cafe El Banco. That means at the bar, and that's what a lot of the locals do. They just grab and go at the bar, and that's perfectly fine to do as well. They got some beautiful beautiful plant life that's well groomed. I'm not seeing a lot of trash. There's more statues over here. Here's another one. And really, if you're not looking to go to Rome on a port day, but you want to just come off the ship and you know, come out here and grab you a slice of pizza,
Yeah.
get you a donut at McDonald's or something like that if you want. If you're looking for Pokemon, they got that over there. And really, there's a lot to see. Really, they got a nice little bistro over here, and there, and at the corner of this one is Lucky Sushi. So if you want to do all-you-can-eat sushi, you can get it right over here at Lucky Sushi. All right, luggage storage. All right, just pushing up one more block. You'll see this green bus over here. It's $6 to take you to the port and back. But as you can see, we were just down there, and that's where the port is. And then the train station is going to be just right up here. So it's really not too bad of a walk if you take the free shuttle and you got a nice day for it. It doesn't hurt to wander out here. You can get you a slice of pizza on the way if you're trying to or if you want to get to the train station and you're trying to go to Rome, you will definitely want to do that kind of on the quick. There's another pizzeria bar right there. Looks like they'll pair it with a signature drink if you want to do that. If you're looking for a car rental, it's right there. I wouldn't have guessed that's where that spot would have been, but they just have a lot of outdoor seating. Really, you don't feel like you got to go to the first one. Oh, we were looking for something like this earlier. Look at this. You can get kebabs, $3.50. They got $1.50 pizza slices.
Interesting.
They've got 50 cents. Oh man, you can get a euro for $6 right here. Let's oh, it looks fresh actually. Looking good. Little street foods right in there. Little appetizos. I think they're just getting ready to open up. That's probably why. All right, and just one block up from that, you'll see all the taxis out here waiting. You'll see all the buses over there, and that is because this is the Civitavecchia train station. So if you're trying to get from the airport to the cruise port, you'll come to this station. Likewise, if you want to come off the ship, you're trying to get into the Rome for a day trip, it's going to be really busy in Rome this time of year, especially with the Jubilee that's going on. So it's going to be double packed. So you really want to be first off the ship, get up there real quick, and have your tickets prepaid. We will be doing other videos in Rome later in the series here, so we'll show you where we get those tickets online and stuff like that. But if you have your tickets in advance and you're getting off the cruise ship, that's going to save you a lot of time. Jump on the train, boom, up there, and then you're good to go. Okay, and this one does sell tickets out here, but we've noticed if you get your tickets ahead of time, it really does save you a few minutes, and those minutes can be precious. All right, so if you make your way to the back side of the railroad tracks, you got to go across a little bridge up there, but it's not far. It is the entrance to the supermarket. This is Caddy's, and we'll just pop on in and see. It might be a mall, I'm not sure. Let's see what all they have in here. They do have a Kyoto sushi off to the right, and it looks like you can get wow, it is a mall with a little bit of like a supermarket over here. So they've got that right over there. So if you're looking for some like you're looking for some fresh produce, or if you want to get an aspirin or some toiletries or something, you need something off the ship, you don't want to pay those cruise ship prices, you can get it right in there. I'm seeing toothbrushes and knickknacks and items. You want to get like a Visine or something, I'm sure they've got it right over there. They've got Appo sportswear, so if you're looking for some like soccer or football gear, you can do it right over there. Here's the other side of it. This is more of the pharmacy side, perfumes and laundry detergent and stuff. They've got a little cafe bar right here, so if you want to get a coffee or something, some chips, you can do it right there. And then there's a little haircut place over here. Spazios Prime is right here on the corner. All right, so if you drove in and you actually want to park and ride the train, the parking for the train station's on the back side of it, just down there past the grocery store where we brought you. You'll see a little bit of a graffiti. It's not quite as touristy of an area, and then you can actually get to the railway station right ahead this way, and that'll take you back over the tracks, and we'll do that. Okay, so if you want to cross under the street instead of over a bridge, you can just come back down here to the backside where the train parking is. They got a little tunnel here. Just follow the green arrows up and across, and that'll get you to the other side. no sunshine down here. So if you're trying to get out of the heat, it's nice and cool. Little shade, and we'll see you when we get up the stairs across the way there. All right, out the secret underground tunnel cut through, which is just right there by the train station, by the way. We went around the backside, show you how you can get to the backside over the bridge, or you can just go through the tunnel like that, which is way faster. Definitely do that if you're wanting to get to the other side over there. Bring you down the steps, and we'll come up and we'll look at a few of the cafes and that sort of thing. Fort Michelangelo is the big fort that we walk past down there. We got a couple of photos of it. It's open. You can go walk around it if you like. We're a little short on time. We want to do that food review, of course, and the museum is actually closed today. It's closed on Mondays, so today is Monday, so we won't be able to take you through that one, but we can maybe pop over there close by and show you where it's at. Do not go. Okay, if you're looking for Italian gelato, Sigafredo right in here, you can get it $2.50. Let's just pop in and look at the flavors real fast. Looks like we've got mango. Oh boy, looks pretty good. Pistachio, and they've got the mocha and that. I think we're gonna get a bite to eat first. We may pop back in for a little gelato after we eat, but that store is gonna be right here. So if you're looking for it, it's just across from the train station. They got a little bit of seating out here if you want to get out of the sun, or if you want full sun, you can just come right out here. And the water in the Mediterranean Sea is going to be right up here just behind the Calais Baroni snack bar, and looks like you can get your cocktail here as well. If you're looking for a fitness center, it's actually tucked down here on the water. Palistra, and we saw another one that was called Big Boy.
Yeah.
So we'll probably show you that, Jim, on the way. Maybe we'll get a photo with the Big Boy sign.
A big size pool back there too.
Oh, they got an outdoor pool. Nice. All right, and there's a better look at Calais Baroni there. They've got a full back bar. I'm seeing you can get cocktails. They've got cafe and that sort of thing. If you want to just get it at the bar, you just say Cafe El Banco, just like we said. Or you can come out and have a seat and enjoy a table out here. We got gorgeous weather today. So there's one of the anchors off one of the ships there that's become an attraction. And we'll just show you some of the sights to see down here on the water. There's going to be some outdoor seating. Eateries going to be out here as well. If you want to walk down and stick your toes in, that sort of thing, you can do it. We'll just it is under video surveillance, just so everybody knows. Be on your best behavior, P's and Q's, all that. And yeah, there's a family down there and that sort of thing. E-bikers, we've seen a lot of e-bikes, so they're getting really popular. But you can get down here. It's free access. You want to come down, just get off the ship and just come down and get into the sea right here. You can. I don't see too many people too far beyond the rocks, but if you wanted to try to snorkel out there, I don't see any no swimming signs or anything like that. It's probably swim at your own risk. Make sure you're a good swimmer. That looks like the waves are coming in a little bit, but not too rough. So I don't know. It's tempting. We did bring our snorkel gear. We like to do that on a trip, but let's go on the tour. Show everybody the tour. Sometimes we get a little distracted, like, oh, let's get in the water, or oh, let's have a slice of pizza. Oh, let's have some ice cream. That's perfectly fine. That's what makes it fun. Okay, we'll come up here and we'll show you these next restaurants up next. All right, first spot is going to be Reserva. This is $19.99. I'm seeing $7, $8, and $10, $12 bottles if you want to do that, or maybe it's by the glass. Oh no, $4 a glass, $12, $14 bottle. Not too bad. They've got $10 pizzas, $13 pizzas, and mozzarella sticks and things like that. $12. Really not too bad pricing, just right out here on the water. It's usually it's not quite 5 o'clock, so that's when all this really starts popping. They'll open everything up. This is almost like a later night eatery town. I think they like to have the lighting on, and then it cools off a little bit at night. Right. And this really becomes a lively area. They've got a fish bar over here to the left, or most stuff's not open on Mondays. That may also be the case, since some of the museums are not open on Mondays. But there's Crota right there, a fish bar. If you want to looking for some seafood, you can get it. They've got Vinto lunch and dinner. Looks like a squid sandwich or an octopus sandwich. Interesting. Okay, a little dog fight up here, fighting with a baby. Interesting. That dog does not like babies. Huh. Okay. Okay, here's another little venue. It's just right up here. It's La Pecora Nerva, and it's right next to a tattoo studio. So if you're looking for a tattoo and a beverage, you can do it. Right in the same little area right there. More outdoor seating, and that's going to be opening up. This one looks a little more high-end over here. I'm seeing Ristorante El Defino. They've got some glasses on the table there, so I'm sure you can get you a nice glass of wine if you want to do that right there. And there are several options to see along the way. You'll see some private boats up here ahead of us. And really, if you wanted to just get off the ship and you wanted to come down here and just sit out and eat, this wouldn't be bad. It'd have to be, some of them are open earlier and others open later for dinner. So you might not be able to get all of the options this early in the day, but you can certainly find some that are open. I saw some gentlemen having a couple of beers and a slice back there. So if you want to do something like that, I'm sure it's no problem. And looks like La Nassau is going to be the last one. This is the oyster bar and lounge. Del Pigro is right here, and they do have the menu out. We'll just pop over real quick and take a quick peek. Looks like mussels, 12 bucks. You can get raw fish for 28. Interesting. Interesting. Raw fish for 28. Okay. Spaghetti with clams, $16, and I'm seeing the seafood grill platters like 24 bucks. So a little bit higher end, but not bad considering you're right here on the water. And yeah, some nice food options right there. Okay. All right, right next to Ferrari is the cafeteria and bar, but that is just for coffee. And then if you want to get some gluten-free catering items, they've got those as well. Looks like they're going to open up some outdoor seating here in just a little bit, and that's just on the other side. We just took a little alley easement right up there, so you can cut through from the beach side to the alley side on a couple of spots. And then there's one chapel up here we want to show you next, and then we'll let you know what we think of just this immediate area here at Civitavecchia Port. All right, so there is Saint Francesco of Assisi. This is the Civitavecchia statue of Saint Francis there. Of course, we just lost Pope Francis. Went to heaven a few weeks ago, and we've got new Pope Leo the 14th in Rome. Maybe we'll get a chance to see him. We'll be at Rome at the end of the trip. But there's a statue of Saint Francis. If you want to get a photo with him, we will probably try to do that. And just behind that over there is going to be the Saint Pietro Baptist church is going to be right there. So you can see the cross up at the top of the building. And if you're looking for a nice church and things like that, you can do it. You just want to make sure that you have your shoulders covered and you're in a little more conservative clothing. So we probably won't pop into the churches today. We're just walking around. It's been hot today. But when we get to Rome, definitely dress appropriately for that sort of thing. All right, just turning right down by St. Pietro is going to be the fruit stand. So if you're looking for some fresh fruit, you can get it. I'm seeing a lot of options right over here. They'll make you a smoothie or a food service. They've got some outdoor seating right over here down by the water, and really there's a lot of nice options. And you'll see all the boats over here to the right. These are some of the smaller ones, and then they've got a lot of slips for a few bigger boats off to the left, and then your bigger ships are going to be down there in the actual port where those cruise ships are right over there. Okay, everyone, thanks for joining us for just a quick port tour of Civitavecchia here in Italy. This is the original old Roman port, and we brought you right down to the water so you can see behind us where's the Mediterranean Sea. You got a lot of rock face, and I bet if you get out here in the water a little bit, you'll see some of the original fortifications for where the original port was. The main cruise port, I'll turn it around just so everybody can see. There's the cruise ships off to the distance up there to the left. Michelangelo's fort is just directly to the right there on the water. That was built in the 1577, and they've got a lot of nice little food options if you want to do some outdoor seating. Sit there. We showed you how to get to the train station back and forth. They do have city buses for $1, but we haven't seen a lot of them running today, so maybe Mondays is like a slow day here. That's what we're thinking, that some of the museums are shut down. We did notice earlier in the day a lot of probably when the cruise ship people were getting off, I would imagine a lot of the restaurants had options, and they're kind of shut down like right now around the 4 o'clock time, but we're thinking after 5 o'clock they might reopen up for dinner for a few of the spots. Some of them don't seem to be open, but all in all, it's definitely worth it to get off the ship, just poke around a little bit. We didn't find us a t-shirt. We usually try to do that, but we'll be back and forth in this area over the next week or so. We're going to be getting on the ship tomorrow, and then we'll be getting off the ship on the 26th, I believe, or 27th? 27th, yeah. And then we're in Rome on the 27th and 28th, and we'll be sure to check those videos out. We'll take you to the Colosseum. We'll show you how to get on the trains. We're going to go to the Vatican and the Trevi Fountain, and we got tickets for the Pantheon. We booked all those online, so you want to definitely do that. We'll probably do later videos on how to book and how to plan your trip if you're trying to make a trip to Italy here. And we like to couple a cruise and with a couple of hotel night stays. So we get the best of both worlds. Get to see a lot of ports. So we'll be in 5 countries in 11 days on this one, and really we've had a nice time so far, and the trip's just getting started. So thanks for joining us. Click subscribe if you're following us and watching our videos and you haven't done that yet. It just makes it easier so you can see the ones that you want to see. You'll just get pop-up notifications, and it helps the channel grow, reach new audience members, so we appreciate that. And we'll see you all very soon on the next video. Bye, everybody.